Goodbye to the Focus. Hello to the Focus. This Focus, the one the rest of the world has liked for a long time. Let's drive the 2012 Ford Focus Titanium 5-door and check the tech. Hot on the heels of the new Ford Fiesta, which also had some image rewriting to do, this new Focus moves Ford solidly in the category of cool small car maker. From just about every angle, our 5-door or hatchback Focus looks tight. I'm a little less complimentary about the dowdier sedan. Now, the first thing I think most people are going to notice about a Focus, especially this titanium high trim, is a really nice cabin. This is not usually what you get in a low $20,000 to even mid-teens $1,000 car. I've got two LCDs, a little one there and a big one here. Let's talk about them. This one on the left is going to give you vehicle information. Fairly simple on a Focus. When you're under navigation, that gets subdivided 2/3, 1/3, and the right-hand third also gives you navigation prompts. Now, the big guy here, again, we've got a fully loaded Focus, so we have the LCD with My Ford Touch. The bad news, My Ford Touch hasn't improved, I don't think, any since we last first saw it and didn't like it. It's too complicated, there are too many little fiddly regions to touch, and it's too slow to react. Upper left is where you find communications. I've got my phone paired for calls. Upper right, the green region is navigation. Lower left is entertainment. AM, FM, as well as HD radio fall over. Sirius is your satellite, single slot for CD, USB, that's down here in the console. You've also got the SD card and your AV inputs down here. Two USB slots here. One of these can be your media player. The other one could be a USB Wi-Fi dongle to get this guy online. You do have voice command over here, of course. Navigation.
Navigation.
Street address. Street address.
Say destination street address.
Destination street address.
In California, say a street address including the city.
3000 Woodside Road, Woodside.
When ready, press the voice button and then say set as destination.
Set as destination.
Setting destination.
Start route.
Sorry, there's no route active.
Yeah, there is. It's right here on the screen. I got to hit that button right there. So I want you to see a couple things there. First of all, I had to get very specific. I had to say destination street address when there was a choice on the screen that just said street address. Secondly, there's way too many times when I've got to say set destination, then start navigation. Just get going and do it. Now we have two levels of other information, as if this isn't enough so far. Sync services and Sirius Travel Link. Sync services are connected through your phone. You get all this sorts of stuff here. A traffic report read to you. You can hear personalized news updates and such. Then you've got Sirius Travel Link, which is coming down from the bird and has a lot of similar information. Now, one choice on gearbox for a Focus Titanium anyway is a 6-speed automatic. It's not an automatic. It's a dual-clutch automated manual. They call it a power shift in Ford terminology. You have a drive and a sport location on the gate, no slapstick, and no paddles on the wheel. You have a rocker on the side of the handle instead for shifting. Okay, let's check this automatic parking stuff. I've enabled the button right there, and I'm just going to mosey along here, looking for parking spots on the right. This vehicle does not look for parking on the left. And as I creep along, it'll find one. Okay, it says pull forward a little bit, and now it says stop. I stick in reverse, hands off the wheel. Now look at this, no hands. And that's pretty slick. I'm parking. No, wrong. It's parking. I'm watching the rear cam to make sure I don't knock his scooter over. When I put it in drive, look at this. It turns the wheel to do the nip and tuck for me. And when I'm done, I put her in park. That's pretty slick. Okay, now feeding power into that gearbox is this guy, a one choice only 2-liter inline 4, sitting side saddle up here. It's got direct injection. No turbos, but direct injection. That's pretty advanced technology. 160 horse, 146 foot-pounds of torque. You know, no one's going to write home about that. 0 to 60 in 8.7 seconds, respectable. 2838 mpg. Those are nice numbers. And if you get one of these foci in the SFE configuration, that highway number goes all the way up to 40. Now, the first first thing you notice in the Focus is the handling's really nice. It's taut without being harsh. It's light and nimble without feeling like a flyweight. They've done a really good job dialing in this car, getting rid of all the noise, vibration, and harshness, the so-called NVH, without it feeling like a snare drum, which is way too often the way automakers go with small cars. Now, the other thing you notice right away is the engine is adequate but not delightful. It's not a slug, but it's also just kind of not gutsy enough. What saves you in many cases is this transmission. Put this guy in sport mode, and it's a damn mind reader. It shifts exactly the way I would if I had a manual gearbox. It does really intelligent downshifts in urban traffic. That's kind of a tough one for a transmission to do, but it does that well. And all in all, I'm looking at 30.2 total MPG after 3 days, and I think about 220 miles of driving in varied terrain, city, highway, up and over mountain passes. This car does really well. It really delivers in real-world MPG. Okay, let's price our little European-flavored friend. This 2012 Ford Focus Titanium, the top trim, is $23,500. That includes destination. By the way, if you want to save $500 on that, get the sedan. The hatchback is $500 more. To my eye, it's $500 worth of good looking. $795 for navigation. You have the screen, but to have nav, you got to buy that SD card from Ford that goes in the console. $695 for that slick parking package. And that's it. You're rolling CNET style.